What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite for a second video here for you guys this evening, talking about the Rebirth Island gameplay trailer, a free blueprint reveal, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, there's plenty of brand new content going up over on detonated.com for those that want additional coverage of multiplayer, Warzone, and zombies. Plus, we got plenty of tweets every single hour on Detonated's Twitter. But as a reminder, Zone 3 has opened up over in Verdansk, and it takes place in the Stadium Point of Interest. We're getting a lot closer to unlocking the free blueprints and the Golden Phantom Operator skin, which are a part of the community rewards, all of which are fully transferable into Modern Warfare 3 and regular Warzone. I'll be covering Warzone Mobile as often as possible, as it is fully integrated with the mainline COD series. So if you guys are interested in mobile, you can always check timestamps down below to skip to certain topics that you want to hear about. They also announced the Code Warrior pack is transferring into mobile, and that was previously released, I think, during the launch window of MW3. There'll probably be some other endowment packs released over the rest of 2024. But as of late last night, it was really interesting because the official Call of Duty Twitter did start replying to old tweets that featured Rebirth Island highlights. So we're like, okay, they're hinting at Rebirth coming back in Season 3 now. They're replying to tweets showing some of the best moments over the course of Rebirth's life cycle, from Cold War Season 1 2020 all the way until I think it was MW2 Season 1. That's when Rebirth got vaulted following the launch of Al Mazrah and COD 2.0. But then as of earlier this morning, some unexpected marketing also dropped, which says grab the squad and party up for hashtag Rebirth Day on April the 3rd. So this does confirm Rebirth Island is in fact returning during the launch window of Season 3. This is awesome considering that Fortune's Keep released at the launch of Season 2. We've never seen back-to-back Warzone map releases like that. My only issue with this is that it might set up some false expectation that we're going to get a new Resurgence map at the start of each season for the rest of MW3's cycle. That's obviously not going to happen, but I think it's cool that they got Rebirth out the way now so that they could probably put all their resources into some great quality of life updates for the remaining MW3 seasons and whatever the Warzone maps are going to be with the Black Ops integration, which is going to be later this fall. But let me know, do you think they should have saved Rebirth for the Black Ops integration with Season 1 this December? Or does it make sense that they get this out the way as soon as possible so that we can focus on actual original and new maps at some point at the end of 2024 and then early 2025? I want to hear all your feedback down below, but if you reply to their official Call of Duty tweet with your Activision ID, you will end up securing a free caked up weapon blueprint for, I believe it's a WSP SMG, one of the WSPs, and upon login within Season 3 on April 3rd, you end up getting this blueprint on your account. So it's a free reward just by tweeting at Call of Duty, which is fantastic, and you'll also be getting the Warzone 4-year anniversary blueprint, which previously got revealed. So that's 2 free skins off the rip just by logging into the game during the launch of Season 3. That's really cool, so hopefully if you guys don't have Twitter, you sign up for one real quickly to get the caked up celebration blueprint for the return of Rebirth Island. But as you guys have probably noticed, within the background of that ad for the blueprint, you get our official first look at the new Rebirth Island that we're going to be seeing. So it's clearly taking inspiration from Rebirth Reinforced, which was the iteration of the map that we had during Vanguard's life cycle. I know there was a loading screen that previously leaked out, which also confirmed the same information. It's a different version of Rebirth, not the Black Ops Cold War one, but again, the one that was in Vanguard. And we know there's going to be Resurgence support day 1. Rank play is apparently going to be added to Rebirth. It's unclear if that's with the launch of Season 3 or is it Season 3 Reloaded. It's a little bit unknown. And then there's even some audio that leaked out over on Twitter earlier today about a scooter. So this could be a new vehicle that's either in all Warzone maps or just some of them. Maybe it's only on Rebirth, since it would kind of make sense, a smaller vehicle for a smaller size map. But I want to thank you for the support on yesterday's video, which was also Warzone centric. It was a big recap of everything we know that is coming to Season 3 when it comes to Rebirth Resurgence, Warzone Mobile, and even what is our first look at the advanced warfare weaponry coming into the game. Some images did leak out of what those weapons do look like, but Call of Duty also went ahead and revealed today the points of interest we're going to be seeing in this new iteration of the map. And it seemed like every time you reply to the Call of Duty tweet with your Activision ID, they would reply to you with a different POI. So we eventually got to put together all the POIs they responded to people with, and just as Fajardi was about to finish putting these together, because they're like a puzzle, all of a sudden the official TAC map did get revealed for our Season 3 version of Rebirth. We're going to be looking at Stronghold, Living Quarters, Factory, Harbor, Chemical Engineering, Bioweapons, Industry, Prison, Headquarters, Control Center, and even the docks. So the exact points of interest that we had in Rebirth Reinforced, which again was the version of the map we had over in 2022. But it gets even better than that. A gameplay trailer for Rebirth Island has been scheduled on the official Call of Duty YouTube channel. It is set to premiere tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Pacific, which is 10 o'clock Central and 11 o'clock Eastern. So I'm surprised we're already getting a trailer for Season 3. Typically they wait until after the blog post and roadmap gets put out before they put out any type of gameplay snippets or a full-fledged trailer, and then that kind of releases alongside some of the Battle Pass marketing marketing, the Battle Pass Black Cell trailer. So I'm glad that we're getting this early. I think it's cool that this week is going to be absolutely jam-packed because we're likely going to get the key art for Season 3 after the trailer tomorrow. Then Wednesday is going to be packed with brand new weekly challenges. That's going to be week number 8. We're looking at the start of the Vortex event, as well as what's likely going to be a blog post and roadmap reveal of Season 3. Or they might even spread some things out and do some of that marketing on Thursday or even Friday. Let's just wait and see, but it's already going to be a really jam-packed start to our 3rd season, especially with the return of Rebirth Island. Now, as always, I'll be live streaming in the morning with a full reaction and breakdown of all the brand new marketing. We'll be doing some open lobbies and getting some other challenges done on top of that. But what I wanted to ask you guys is, does it feel like Warzone Mobile's Rebirth is about to become obsolete, considering that it just came out a couple of days ago in North America? I know it was out for a little bit longer in other regions, but just 2 weeks after the launch of Warzone Mobile Rebirth, we're going to have real Rebirth back on console and PC. I wonder what that's going to look like for the general player count of Warzone Mobile's Rebirth, since I think it would have been a little bit more exclusive if that version of the map just remained the only version of Rebirth for a little longer and then real Rebirth came back to console PC. This is going to be crazy, but either way, Verdansk is still quote-unquote exclusive to mobile until at least this fall. That's the rumor that Verdansk is set to return as a Season 1 Black Ops map. We'll just wait and see if that's true or not. But I think it also opens up the door for a discussion about potential crossplay, maybe having players on mobile and console PC playing the same map. The thing is, though, it looks like the iteration of Rebirth we're getting in Season 3 is different from the Warzone mobile version, so that probably wouldn't work. But I think it's a very fascinating discussion, considering that could probably impact SBMM in a positive way, but could also open up a can of worms when it comes to hackers then being seen on the mobile experience. So I think it's an interesting debate that you guys can have down below in the comments as well. But the final playlist update for Warzone Season 2 Reloaded is set to release this Thursday, the 28th. I know we've seen playlist updates for MP and Warzone usually on Wednesdays, but sometimes they get pushed back to Thursday. It's kind of random every week, but here's what the final playlist update does look like. We have ranked play trios, lockdown quads, battle royale with all squad sizes on Urzikstan, followed by Resurgence solos Ashika, duos on Fortunes, trios for Urzikstan, which is the POI rotations, and then quads Vandal. So those are our playlist updates for the end of Season 2, and I'm still curious what the playlist will look like once Rebirth does get added at the start of Season 3. Will any maps get vaulted? Will they start doing different playlist rotations entirely? I'm sure Rebirth will at least have dedicated playlist options for the first week or two. Then they'll probably start rotating with Ashika or Fortunes probably later in our 3rd season, but leave all your estimates on what the playlist rotations might be down below in the comments. But last and certainly not least, Charlie Intel went ahead and posted on Twitter that from their sources, they've been hearing that MW3 multiplayer and the current Warzone do have higher player counts than MW2 multiplayer and last year's version of Warzone. So that's crazy to think about, considering MW2 sold more copies than Modern Warfare 3 did, but it looks like the player count has remained stronger for this game. So maybe the drop-off has been a lot less. More people have stayed on board with Modern Warfare 3 and that game's ecosystem versus last year, but that's just kind of a given considering the communication Sledgehammer has had with the community. Hopefully it remains a staple for how communication looks for every COD moving forward, regardless of which developer is in charge at the time, whether it's Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Raven, whoever. I'm really happy with the communication, and it just looks like the community stays happy and remains active in the game as long as they're listened to. It's that simple. So it's unfortunate that even though last year's game sold better, the drop-off was a lot higher for a game that was a direct sequel to Modern Warfare 19. That's crazy. So it looks like at least we're getting a good bow around the entire MW rebooted trilogy, with the fact that MW3 is going to be ending on a high note. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the brand new Rebirth Island gameplay trailer announcement? How are you feeling about the free blueprint, plus our new TAC map reveal? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.